I don't care what you want. I'm going to the gym later on. So what you want? I don't care. Oh, welcome everybody. Christ 169 coming to you live with the Power Spectrum Internet from China. I'm here. You're here. And let's get on with this review, shall we? And this review is going to be about mostly about this little thing right here. I got for Christmas 2017. The Xbox One X. The Xbox One X. This bad boy here is a good console. Does 4K gaming, HDR, Blu-ray. It works good on my 1080p TV I received. Okay. Um, it's 1 terabyte hard drive, 4K, fully compatible with all Xbox One games. You know it better be. High dynamic range, HDR, built-in Wi-Fi. Now let's get into history. Now let's get into the history of the Xbox now. The review of the Xbox One X will come later on, but I wanted to talk again about the history of Xbox and what really happened, okay? The Xbox One base model launched on November 22nd, 2013. We all know that day. That day was the day of infamy. The shot heard around the world when you know, when Don Madrick decided to release a TV 12 football grab ass type of machine, not a gaming machine. Oh, I play games on the side. No, it was the PS2 of the of the modern eighth generation era. It was a PS2 of the time. You can watch DVDs on it, and it also plays video games. It's probably why PS2 suffered a little bit in the performance department. Why the base Xbox, the original Xbox, the OG Xbox, was more powerful because it was. That being true, though, so we got the release date out of the way. Now, understanding why that's very big is this. Understanding why it's big is this. The Xbox One came out to DRM. We want to take your money. We want you to spend money to your friend for 30 days. La, la, la. You can't use games. You can't do anything other than give us money, damn it. And that's pretty much what Xbox wanted us to do. Like a bunch of ATM dole out cash at a moment's notice. Okay? That right there is what the Xbox One was. A DRM machine that was notoriously having problems with people fighting about DRM. Your disc would be glorified installation disc, nothing more. That's all you care about hearing. You can leave the video. If you want to know what happened, the aftermath of that, and what really happened, what drove Xbox to finally, you know, lose the attitude of all-in-one machine to what we're gonna we're gonna have fun. We're gonna put some games on here, have a little fun, and become everywhere, play anywhere, but not an all-in-one machine like they wanted, where you had no internet. And even Don Match said, if you had no internet, then 360 is good for you. He literally said it on live TV. You couldn't make this stuff up if you tried. Sony ponies didn't make it up. No, I'm not endorsed by before you Xbox fanboys start slamming your balls down and headbutting your keyboards and elbowing your keyboard, saying you don't understand. It's Sony Pony. I own a PlayStation 4 base model. I own a One X, and I own a Switch. So I'm pretty much a well-rounded gamer you can get. Any more around, I have a damn PC in there, and maybe a freaking damn Steam machine or whatever else. So I don't want to hear it. It's not about fanboys. It's about truthfulness. And even Xbox fanboys who are bending over the brown eye, waxing it up for them, can realize now that the Xbox brand suffered because of that. It suffered because of the fact that you did not have the good experiences that you could get on a PlayStation or, of course, Nintendo Wii U. That was garbage, but that came out that time too as well. I think that's already out actually though by a year, and it still floundered. So you can see where Nintendo was kind of off into what the hell area. They're off in Pluto for the longest time until they finally got the Switch and made a comeback. And because of the Xbox One base model's problems, and because of the fact that the Xbox One itself was 10% powerful, 5% power, I don't care, it's 2% less powerful. It was, it was anemic when it came out to the base model PS4. That to me is wrong on so many levels. Ain't even funny. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You cannot make this stuff up. You gotta sit here and keep a straight face without ha 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 laughing and realizing at the base the base Xbox was 10%, 40%, 50%, whatever it was, less powerful than the base PS4. They had the same games on it, and you know resolutions don't lie. When you're playing Titanfall, you're playing at 900p. Then you turn around and you play Call of Duty Ghosts, and I'm like, well, why would you pay that? Play that. It's close to 1080p on PS4. Granted, it's single player, and maybe 720p on Xbox. You're playing a lot of third-party games like The Witcher, and it runs better on the PS4 than the Xbox One. Battlefront runs better on the PS4 and Xbox One. It's hard to explain to anybody who bought an Xbox One. You know, I got a great deal, and it's also $100 more expensive than the PS4. That is 10%, 20%, whatever powerful, 2%, 1% more powerful than this damn thing that requires a camera on the back of it called Kinect. That nobody wanted. Now I bought a base Xbox, but I bought one without Kinect. Did it do anything in the power department? Probably not. But I want to play Titanfall, Dead Rising 3, and Rise. Now the lineup was pretty decent to me. I think Titanfall was good. It was a great game actually, though. Once again, very linear, very simple. The campaign used to be you complete one, complete the other. Then it became an automatic loop. And playing a campaign was pretty interesting because you're actually playing against live people on your side. So that was a really good thing there, though. I always had an online campaign on Titanfall 2, where you can play online against the opposing players and still be the exact same thing, attrition or whatever. But it was a good game, though. It was a good game. It had very little bugginess, very little of all bugginess. Very little. I've noticed very little bugs in that game when I played it. It was a superb game. I also had it for I also had it for the 360. That was garbage because the control panel inside the machine looked like jumbled mess of nothing. But of course, it sold more on the 360 than on the Xbox One base model. But I got on the One base model, the Xbox One, and I also got the Rise. That was a really good game. Dead Rising was a great game, and I got Rise. That was a ton of Rome. That was okay. It wasn't, oh my God, this is Uncharted or Killzone worthy. No, but it was a good try at them. Something new and refreshing, new approach. I wish they'd go back to it and make part 2 of that and make it a little better. But whatever. Okay. Now fast forwarding about 3 years later, in August of 2016, the Xbox One S is launched. It's announced that it works on 4K TVs. It's fast loading times, a better graphic fidelity, has a 4K, yes, it's GIMP stereo 4K player in it, Blu-ray player in it, Ultra HD player in it, 4K, GIMP, whatever you want to call it. But it does work with your TV that's 2K to 4K. If you're 1080p like mine, it didn't do much for you. And I heard they updated it where it helps clean it up better. But the next console on the list is the one that really shines. But the One S was a good console that should have released at launch. If they released the One S at launch, it would have blew away the PS4. Okay, it's $500. Now you can buy this one. It's white, it's black, whatever you want to call it. It has, the Kinect or Kinect Spurs you can buy separate, like the PlayStation 4. I bought a PlayStation camera. Mine, most of it's streaming games and doing Twitch like that, though, or YouTube games. I do one, I just upload them. Or whatever I do. It's good, it works, but that's just about it. It's not something that I can do. PlayStation's a game, it'll go to game. Not as good as the Xbox Kinect, but then again, I don't want to be having a seizure to wave my hand around trying to I'm having a seizure, trying to do something. I'm just trying to play a damn game. You know what I mean? So that being said, though, the Kinect should have been an add-on that you can buy separately for $100, obviously, if you wanted to buy the damn thing. And if it came with the 1S, it would have been the same thing problem as the base model was, $100 more. If they said, okay, now we're releasing this 1S, 3 years later, okay, and they try to put the Xbox One base model. I don't know what the fuck that is. What I'm talking about. They try to do what Nintendo did with the Switch in 2017. New console here. Wii U. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's what I want to talk about. They try to do that, but people are like, Xbox, you had the base model. You try to screw us with this, blah, 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 and people didn't buy it. Didn't buy it as well as they should have. If Xbox came out with the 1S right away, like in launch, the 11/22/2013, the 1S, and said, you know what, the system here is good. It's 1 terabyte system, has 2 to 4K gaming. It has right now 1080p video output, but we have it 4K, because 4K was still in its infancy, so it wasn't as well off as it is right now. And we'll do all this crap here. We also taken care of and look nice and pretty. Okay, that right there should have been the base model, the 1S. And that would have been good. Now they released the base model one Xbox One. That was okay. It played games and did all other stuff, watched TV, grab ass football and sport, all you want. But the 1S did the same thing, but it had media players that you can support 4K. Netflix that's coming around, Prime Video is coming around 4K, YouTube coming around 4K, so you could do a lot of stuff on a 4K TV. So like me with 1080p TV, didn't do anything for you to 1080p TVs until you get to November 2017, and that, my friend, is when the launch of the Xbox One X came out. This work of art right here in my mind. Outside of the Wii, PlayStation, the Nintendo Switch, this is my go-to system for a lot of games that are, multi-platformed. I'm getting Doom Eternal on this bad boy, because I know it's going to run like great. It's going to run like, it's going to run like butter. It's going to run like melting butter. And back of it has, Forza 5. That was a good game anyway, by the way. The One X came out for $500. No Kinect support. Yes, you could buy it with an adapter. But say, you know what? We're games. We do 4K. We have 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. We have 4K game out of the box, HDR out of the box. It also will work on your 1080p TV. So if you're like me, like half America, I still today probably maybe 25%, 30%, 40%, maybe 25, 30%, still have 1080p TVs that hasn't run out there and bought the latest 4K TVs yet. Not one mine at work, so I'm not gonna get rid of it until it finally dies out. So hell's free TV. It does what's called super sampling and upscaling. Upscaling is it takes the signal, the video signal, and makes it better, cleans it out. Super sampling and makes it look brighter, and it runs a lot better. I played Witcher 3 on it, no glitches at all, ran smooth. Played Titanfall 2. I played a lot of games on it. I played Crackdown 3. That game has issues. It looked beautiful to me. The only game I had problem with was State of Decay 2. That didn't work too well. I launched day one launch on the Game Pass. And also, I'm going to discuss that in a minute too. The best thing that Xbox has done so far. Now, the One X review, to me, I saw it in the store I wanted for Christmas 2017. I know I wasn't going to get it, but I got it. I was like, One X. The bad boy is heavy too. The box was heavy as hell too. It's a very big, beefy machine in there. And so I knew, pointed out, that when I got the thing, I knew the Xbox would have a new system coming out in the next couple of years. But there was One X here going to hold me over for a while longer. The Switch hold me over for a while longer. My PS4, no, I may get a Pro or I may go to 5. I don't know. I say that because I don't know. I might get a Pro because it's cheaper and play the games on a Pro. because it will do the same thing as the Xbox One X does, just not very well. And now it'll make higher frame rates. What it does on the One X does higher frame rates, but also does performance better than the base than the Pro does. But the Pro does do very good. It had a couple updates that work real well with it. So if I get a PlayStation upgrade, it'll probably be a Pro. Like, why you didn't get a 5 for? Because a 5 probably cost about $500, $600, $700. Um, yeah, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't mind a 5 or an Xbox X Series, but I don't know how they're gonna work with my 1080p TV. You know, I want to keep stuff because if I have to upgrade to a 4K TV, now I want to get at least a 50-inch or higher, and that's why I'm talking about this. Because if you're gonna buy a One X Series, X Series, or PS5, you might have to upgrade to a 4K TV. It may not work real well on a 1080p TV. It may not even freaking respond it. It might not even even tell you it's there. Um, Now this probably won't happen. They'll probably have an update come out where they'll update it for the low res TVs, like your 1080p, maybe barely 720p, barely, but definitely 1080p. But they're both talking about going 4K, 8K. 1080p is becoming the new 720p. So my TV is obsolete by about a couple years now when those two systems come out. And the Xbox, said no, they're gonna work with all TVs. What they said, they work with all TV. Wex here is going to work with all TVs. Once again, in the multi-resolution, I think it was all the way up to 1080p or 1020p. I think it was. I think they talked about cutting off at 720p being, no longer existent, and working on only 1080p and above to 8K. So that margin there is, shrinking down. It used to be some consoles like the Xbox work with 720p and 1080p. 480p didn't bother do. It did it because it had to. A lot of people didn't have, HD TVs. Now later on in the lifespan of 360, a lot of 360s came with the I sent mine off to be repaired. I got mine back and had an HDMI hookup to it. I had a positive cable, so my TV was HD anyway by that point in time. So I went out and bought a HDMI cable, and the game looked amazing. Halo 3 looked amazing online, and also single player. So it wasn't anything that was, difficult to play. It was just, that resolution's changing. And with the One X and the X Series and the PS5 really roaring into this, we're going to have to do something like that, We're going to have to I'm going to look into buying a 4K TV, probably 50-inch. Low case, probably 45, 47-inch. It'd be smaller than a 50-inch, but I have to do something because, if the One X Series and the 5 comes out and they have, that notion of having, okay, we're going to have only resolution from 1080p for a while, then 4K, 8K they'll work. You might have 12K after that. You might have 8K plus 12K. Then 1080p becomes, non-existent, and it will eventually go non-existent. As prices go down with TVs and monitors, you be playing your X series with a freaking 32-bit with 32 size monitor. That's 8K, and it's guaranteed now 120, 150, refresh rate, frame rate on both consoles. So my 1080p TV is going to be struggling unless it can go on system, detect it, then lower it down enough to make it run. Then again, why am I going to buy a $500 machine that can't do what it's supposed to do? Why am I going to go buy a PS4 Pro and not buy a 5 until I get a better TV? So that's me. That's why I'm kind of rambling on about it. But it's I put on here the future, and we're actually in the future right now. It's happening. Now it may happen next year to this year, so people have time to go buy those things, myself included. Now, would I buy one? Probably not. I really don't care right now. I know I don't need a 4K, 8K TV right now. Hell, my cable system with Spectrum is not even 4K. It says it's still only 1080i. output. So my cable system is not even, my cable company I use, Spectrum Charter, is not even close to 1080p yet. So why am I going to run through and go buy a 4K TV if the cable service can't even produce 4K content or even 2K content or even 1080p content right now? So you have to look at things differently. You know what? This is what's going to. But gaming leads in charge. But now one last thing that Xbox has done real well. One last thing Xbox did was the Xbox Game Pass, and now Game Pass Ultimate and Xbox Ultimate. Game Pass Ultimate. Probably one of the best things they ever done was take their both favorite things and sandwich. Like I got okay. Xbox like okay, well you got bread. Game Pass like well, I got peanut butter, and Life says well I have jelly. I'm gonna stand here. We're gonna make sandwiches. There you go. Best of both worlds. I bought my 3-month one of Ultimate for $1. I'm quite say it's really good to have it because a lot of games are online, like Tom Clancy's Division 2 that I bought cheap, and Battlefront 2 has a mediocre campaign. Normally, I had to go buy Game Pass for whatever reason because I want to play games like Crackdown 3 and stuff like that. Then go buy gold. Say it's $59 for 6 months, and a year $59. That's $120 right there for just that. That's worth 2 games right there. Now I'm getting both of them. Now you can get a 3-month card for like $44, and that's good. But when they come out with a 6-month and a year, it's gonna be a lot more expensive for a year and 6 months in a year. But if you're spending $120 on games, and you're buying 2 games anyway, Xbox games, and probably they're going to be on Game Pass anyway, maybe not 100%. Now I know Doom Eternal won't be right away, and I know a lot of the games EA ain't gonna put on Game Pass, so you're gonna have to buy the games like that for a while, unless EA puts games on like Titanfall 2 on Game Pass. They'll probably get more people playing it, but that's something that EA and Microsoft have to come up with because they're not gonna listen to me. I'm just some bad guy rambling about stuff. So what do I know? I just play games and work out and go to work every day. What do I know? So that being said, guys, in closing, Game Pass is a good investment. Xbox has done better than I thought they would have, but they're nowhere near the aspect ratio of where they should be. They should be light years above Sony, and they're still reeling from what happened with the Xbox. The Xbox release and reveal, and people are still wondering, is the X series going to be the same thing as the Xbox One base model? Is this going to be the same thing? Is this going to be the same exact damn thing that we had in the first in 2013? I'm going to say no, because I don't think Xbox is that stupid. But I also think Sony is really doing something that's kind of silly on the band. But I'll make my PS4 review here a little later on, probably before Friday, maybe Sunday night, because I got to stay up all night Sunday because I start a new position Tuesday morning Tuesday night because I'm going to night shift because I don't know why, so I got to do that. So my note there, I probably won't be making videos that much during the week anymore. So you'll probably get them only on weekends or early in the morning when I get home. I'll be tired, but I need to stay awake a little while and then go to sleep. So that's what there ain't going to be hard for me to do, but it'd be something interesting to do. But yeah, guys, that's my video here. That's what I have to say. I'm not gonna say the stuff I usually say. You guys don't need to be spoon fed. You guys know what to do down the bottom and all stuff like that. But yeah, I think Xbox is a good system right now. I don't know. I like my One X. I play it a lot. I use it a lot. Listen to music, play games. Like I said, I bought a bunch of games for it. It looks really good. Runs good, even digitally. It looks great. Runs great. Has great, fidelity. So I have no problem with it. I don't see an issue with it. I don't see any problem with it at all, really, with owning one. You can buy one now for $299, and that's probably a good thing to do if you don't have enough money. Because we don't know what the cost of the systems are yet, and I wouldn't wait a year and a half to buy $700, and you got $500. You can buy a 1X and play that. And maybe they'll do a trading credit. We got $300 or $400 off. It could be $500 too as well on both of them, but we don't know for sure. So I would say, if you got a 4K TV and you're on the fence about buying an Xbox, you can buy a 1S and use it. 1X is a really big investment. It's a long-term investment. So, but if you get one for your birthday, 1X for your birthday, I would use it the entire whole year and buy every game I can on Game Pass. Buy every game you can find, like Star Wars. Star Wars, new one came out and stuff like that, and just play the hell out of them, beat them all, because that way you have an idea what power is. It's a good, powerful system. Even if you got a 1080p TV like I have, the 1X right now is a good powerhouse system. So, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace, love. Like I always say, peace, love. Don't your heart be troubled. Don't your heart be soured. Open your heart to love and peace. Let the Lord guide you in your journeys. Peace, love. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.